को कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स अफेक्ट करते हैं। तो सबसे पहला है, तो हेडिंग है हमारा फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग acceleration due to gravity. Factors affecting acceleration due to gravity, that is small g. First is effect of shape of earth. Shape of earth. सबको मालूम है कि जो हमारी अर्थ है वो एक यूनिफॉर्म स्फेरिकल ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं है। सो द शेप ऑफ अर्थ इज नॉट अ यूनिफॉर्म स्फेरिकल बॉडी। इसका जो शेप है वो पोल पर वो थोड़ा सा चपटा है और इक्वेटर पर थोड़ा सा बल्जिंग आउट है। तो अगर हम सेंटर से पोल को मेजर करें तो वो कम मिलेगा, सेंटर से अगर हम इक्वेटर की तरफ आए तो हमें ज्यादा मिलेगा। यानी द शेप ऑफ अर्थ इज नॉट यूनिफॉर्म, सो द पोलर रेडियस ऑफ अर्थ इज स्मॉलर देन the equatorial radius. See, अगर एक यूनिफॉर्म स्फीयर है, everywhere its radius is same, center है, but actually the shape is not like that. It is little bit and equator side it is bulges out. So the equatorial radius r equator is bigger than polar radius rp. So rp means polar radius is less than r equator. अब इसका क्या इफेक्ट पड़ेगा देखो, मास ऑफ अर्थ तो सेम है नहीं। हम लोगों ने फॉर्मूला पिछले दिन बताया कि g एक्चुअली इज gme अपॉन re स्क्वायर। In this formula, the radius of the earth was considered as same everywhere. But in practice, if we see practically, then when you are standing on the pole of the earth, you are nearer to the center, and when you are standing on the equator of the earth, you are far from the center. And as a result, we have 2g. 1g is at equator. This is g mass of earth upon r equator square, and 1g is at pole, so g me upon radius at pole square. Now see, if we see these two expressions and the denominators, in case 1 denominator is r equator square, in case 2 denominator is rp means polar radius square. So in 2, if you compare, the radius is small in first case and larger in first case, small in second case, and that is why where the r is smaller, g is more. Where r is greater, g is less. Where r is smaller, g is more. So we can conclude, as rp is less than r equator, hence g at p is more than g at equator. So acceleration due to gravity is maximum at the poles and minimum at the equators. This we have to remember, make a star point. Acceleration due to gravity is maximum at the poles and minimum at the equator. So if you want to take weight of a body at equator and at the poles, you will find there is a difference. So at the poles the body will be heavier than the weight of the same body at the equator. So this is the effect of shape of the earth. So as we move from equator to pole, this is pole. If we move from equator to pole, our body weight gradually increases, but mass still remains constant. मास तो जो है अमाउंट ऑफ मैटर कंटेंट वो तो हर जगह सेम है, लेकिन वेट हमारा वेरिएबल है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द पोजीशन वेयर यू आर प्रेजेंट. सो इन बड़कुही यू विल गेट डिफरेंट वेट, एंड इफ यू गो टू हिमालयाज यू विल गेट डिफरेंट वेट. So this is the first effect, that is the effect of shape of the earth. Second is effect of height. Or altitude. So now the second case is effect of height or altitude on the value of acceleration due to gravity. Now you see, this is the earth, and on the surface of the earth the acceleration due to gravity is g. Now you are going to some height h and place the body here. This is center of the earth, radius of earth is RE. And here the value of acceleration due to gravity is gh. So if we want to write the expressions at these two positions, one on the surface of the earth and one at some height h, then we can write this g as, on the surface, gme upon re square. And at height h, if you want to write it gh, it is gme upon re plus h whole square. Now see the two expressions. In this expression number 1, the denominator is only re square, but in the expression number 2, the denominator is re plus h whole square. So denominator in case of number 2 is more. So the value of g is less. So as we go up from the surface of the earth, the acceleration due to gravity gradually decreases. So as re plus h is greater than re, hence g at h is less than g. So acceleration due to gravity decreases with increase in height. So as we go above the surface of the earth, the value of acceleration due to gravity gradually decreases. Now the third one, date join कर रहे हैं. टाइम के बाद ज्वाइन करने वाले बच्चे ध्यान दें, मुझे प्रॉब्लम आती है, मुझे वापस पीछे की तरफ जाना पड़ता है, to admit them. तो टाइम पर ज्वाइन कर ले तो एक साथ क्लास में कोई इंटरप्शन नहीं होगा. नाउ द थर्ड इज इफेक्ट ऑफ डेप्थ. So if we go inside the surface of the earth, so the value is there is g, and at depth d, the value is g at d. So this topic is actually in class 11th. So detail is not possible in class 9th because we have to go for some another concept. But the conclusion I can write, as we go inside the earth, the value of g once again decreases. So just write down the conclusion. Acceleration due to gravity decreases with depth, and its value is 0 at the center. So एक इंटरेस्टिंग इंफॉर्मेशन ये है कि अगर आप सेंटर ऑफ द अर्थ पे पहुंच जाएंगे किसी भी तरीके से हाइपोथेटिकली, तो आपका वेट 0 हो जाएगा. किसी भी बॉडी का वेट सेंटर पे 0 होता है. और ऐसे ही जैसे जैसे आप सेंटर से ऊपर की तरफ आएंगे आपका वेट धीरे धीरे बढ़ता जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा, और जब आप सरफेस ऑफ द अर्थ पर आ जाएंगे तो आपका वेट मैक्सिमम हो जाएगा, और फिर आप इसके ऊपर चलते जाएंगे धीरे धीरे हाइट पर, फिर से आपका वेट कम होता जाएगा. तो जी का वेरिएशन बहुत टिपिकल है और हम उसको ग्राफ के सहारे देख सकते हैं. जी एक्चुअली वैरीज लाइक दिस. Here it is the distance from the center and the value of g. So if we start from the center, the value of g is 0, and as we move from the center to the surface of the earth, the value gradually increases, and at the surface its value is maximum, and again we go above the surface of the earth, its value gradually decreases. So this is the graph showing the variation of small g with the distance from the center of the earth, right? So I am just sending you the picture of this one so that you can note it down. So after completing this, we should go to motion under gravity. So in the topic motion, we have studied about equation of motion and how that equation of motion changes when we consider the motion on vertical line. When we throw a body up, or the body comes down automatically after reaching to some maximum height, then how the expression changes, that we have to know, and the numericals are also there for this particular thing. In the previous class I have already given you some assignments, questions based on these things, and today also I will send you some questions after the class so that you can solve, and if you are not getting the solutions properly, you are free to contact me on my personal WhatsApp number so that I can give you the solution, or I can explain if you are not getting the solution. Some of the students are sending the solutions, but that is not, many students are not sending. So class 9th is actually not showing proper interest towards the study of science. So this is not good. Ultimately you all have to face an examination later on, then you all have to manage it. So concentrate on studies. So in this pandemic, actually we all have to bear this situation, but even then we all have to learn the things also, because study is compulsory. Now we have to write the next part known as motion under gravity. under gravity. So one thing we all should remember, when the body is thrown up, क्या होता है? अगर हम एक पत्थर को ऊपर की तरफ फेंकें, क्या होगा? उस पत्थर का स्पीड धीरे धीरे कम होगा, कम होगा, कम होगा, कम होगा, और जब वो अपने मैक्सिमम हाइट पर पहुंच जाएगा तो वो रुक जाएगा. तो जब स्पीड कम होती जा रही है तो ऐसे मोशन को क्या बोलते हैं? रिटार्डेड मोशन. तो ऊपर की तरफ का मोशन क्या होता है? रिटार्डेड. लेकिन यही पत्थर जब ऊपर से नीचे गिराते हो आप, तो ग्रेजुअली उसका स्पीड बढ़ता जाता है, और जब वो तुम्हारे हाथ पे या ग्राउंड पर आता है तो उसकी स्पीड मैक्सिमम होती है. तो ऊपर से नीचे क्या होता है? स्पीड बढ़ती जाती है. तो ऊपर से नीचे का मोशन कैसा होता है? एक्सेलरेटेड मोशन. सो अपवर्ड मोशन इज, इफ यू आर थ्रोइंग ए बॉडी अप, it is retarded motion. And if you drop a body down, then it is accelerated motion. Right? If you all remember the previous, I am writing you the three equations. It was V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to ut plus half at square, and third was v square is equal to u square plus 2as. These three are called the equation of motion, in which u is initial velocity, v is final velocity, a is acceleration, t is time taken, s is distance traveled. Now I want to write these three equations in case of this up and down motion. So for upward motion, suppose we want to write it for upward motion. Acceleration is minus g. So for upward motion, acceleration is minus g. Why minus? Because upward motion is retarded motion. Because of this retarded motion, the acceleration is taken as minus g, and we have to write the equation like this. So first equation will be v is equal to u minus gt. Vertical distance is called h, height. In place of s, write h, ut minus half gt square, and the third one is v square is equal to u square minus 2gh. These three are equation for upward motion. Now for downward motion, that is acceleration is positive, so we have to write a is equal to plus g, and again write the same equation, v is equal to u plus gt, h is equal to ut plus half gt square, and v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. So these three are equation for downward motion. In general we can write, so general equation we can write like this: v is equal to u plus minus gt, h is equal to ut plus minus half gt square, and v square is equal to u square plus minus 2gh. So in one place we can write this equation with plus and minus. So when you have the upward motion, take minus. When you have downward motion, take plus. One more thing we have to remember here: star point at maximum height, v is equal to 0. If you throw a body up, and when the body reaches its maximum, then its velocity becomes 0. One thing to remember always, because in the numericals it is not at all mentioned. It is mentioned a body is thrown vertically up. What is the time taken by the body to reach the maximum? So when it is written as maximum, it is given v is also equal to 0. U is given, v is given, and you have to find out time. G is always known to us. So we can apply this formula to solve many numericals. I will save you some numericals today also. Second important point for this vertical motion is time of ascent इज इक्वल टू टाइम ऑफ फॉल। यानी जितना टाइम बॉल को नीचे से ऊपर जाने में लगता है उतना ही टाइम में वो नीचे भी आ जाता है। ये हमेशा प्रूव्ड है कि अगर एक बॉल को ऊपर जाने में टी टाइम लगता है तो टी टाइम में वापस आ जाएगा। अगर कोई बॉल ऊपर गया 3 सेकंड में तो 3 सेकंड में ही वो वापस आएगा, तो जाने आने का समय 6 सेकंड हो जाएगा। तो कभी कभी ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे कि वापस हाथ में आने में कितना टाइम लगा, तो आपको एक सॉल्व करना है, ऊपर जाने का इंटू 2 कर देंगे, पूरा हो जाएगा। तो बार बार सॉल्व नहीं करना पड़ेगा। वी कैन अप्लाई दिस कॉन्सेप्ट आल्सो। टाइम ऑफ ascent इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू टाइम ऑफ फॉल, राइट? सो दीज आर some important tricks to solve numericals based on motion under gravity, right? Okay, so after this actually the numericals are left only, that I will send you through the WhatsApp only, and then you try to solve it, and if you are getting any difficulty you can ask me through the WhatsApp number or in the group also. It is up to you. Now something I want to give you some additional. Suppose you are asked the differentiation between mass and weight. Then how will you handle? The first definition we can write for both. Mass is the amount of matter contained. Amount of matter contained in a body, and weight is a force between body and earth. Mass is m, unit is kg, weight is mg, unit is Newton or kg weight. Mass is fixed everywhere. But weight varies. As g varies. Right, this is 3, and one more interesting thing, g at the surface of moon is 1/6 times g on the earth. So if you want to know g on the surface of moon, it is 1/6 times 9.8 meter per second square. This is one more interesting thing to know. So if you weigh here that 50 kg weight, then if you go to the moon using the same weighing machine, your weight will be reduced by 1/6. आप कह रहे मैं तो हल्का हो गया वहां जाके, हल्के हो भी जाते हैं, आपको पता है। आप ऐसे वीडियोस देख पाएंगे YouTube में कि मून पर लोग जंप कितना ऊंचा ऊंचा लगाते हैं। अगर आप 1 मीटर जंप लगा सकते हैं ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द अर्थ, तो उतनी ही ताकत से आप मून पर 6 मीटर लंबा ऊंचा जंप लगा सकेंगे। सो यू कैन jump more on the surface of the moon. It is simply because of the less value of acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the moon. So weight on the moon is 1/6 of a body on the earth. So I think we have completed everything. So if you are continuing with the previous lecture and this, you can complete your complete notes of the topic known as gravitation. After that we will do some problems I will send you today, and then we will start some pressure concept that we will do in the next class, और उसके next class में start करेंगे। हो सकता है next class हम लोग सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम ही करें, ठीक है? 2 वीडियो हमने अपलोड कर दिए हैं पिछले क्लासेस के, उसका लिंक भी भेज दिया है। आज भी मैं रिकॉर्ड करने की कोशिश किया हूं, अगर ये प्रॉपरली रिकॉर्ड हो गया होगा इसको भी मैं अपने YouTube चैनल पे डाल दूंगा ताकि आप इसे बार बार देख सकें। सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडेज क्लास। अभी मैं तुरंत भेजने वाला हूं आपके लिए कुछ क्वेश्चंस, उसके बाद ये क्लास एंड होगी। वीडियो लेसन यहीं पे एंड होता है। So have a nice day.